Dragon Drop Podcast.
Welcome back to the Dragon Drop Podcast. This is episode 26. We're stoked to be here. It's Wednesday, the 9th of October. That's 21 days, 22 days until October holiday, right?
For Thanksgiving? No, Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween, Pumpkin Day.
We're going to Halloween next. That's the orange one.
My last costume that I did, I was probably 12 years old. I think I was a present. I wore a huge box that I couldn't actually move around in very well, but I wrapped in wrapping paper, and I was a present. And you fall over and you can't get back up. But yeah, I haven't actually had a costume since I was a child.
I think I had an experience that ruined Halloween for me. I think when I was like 5 or 6, it was either kindergarten or first grade. I was supposed to be the Red Ranger, right? So I had the Red Ranger costume for Power Rangers. Right?
How old?
5 or 6. This is like peak Mighty Morphin Power Rangers time.
Oh, that's cute.
Right? But my older sister wanted to try the costume on beforehand, and she tries it on and like decides, oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom while wearing it, and she tears the asshole of the costume, and I don't remember what happened, but it kind of ruined Halloween.
Did you sew up the butt, or
I don't remember, man.
You didn't go as the Red Ranger?
I still went as the Red Ranger. I don't know how we ended up fixing it, but I remember like she had to try it on and she fucking ripped it.
Dang, how do you rip the butthole?
I don't know, man. Year before that, I was Aladdin.
The beehole word. In the first minute, YouTube's gonna get us for that.
No, we're beyond a minute and a half already.
Okay, we did it. We could say.
You guys remember your Halloween costumes though, like from 5 to 10?
I was a clown. I was an old man, and the next year I was an old lady because old man went so well.
You were an old lady for Halloween as a kid?
Yep. It was probably 8th grade. No, 6th grade, 7th grade. I was an old lady. Yeah, I had breasts.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, right.
So I was the OG.
Learning a lot here.
Gender fluid, they them. I was open to the idea as a young man.
You were a trap at 5, huh?
The forbidden fruit.
So twinks are like cute, skinny gay boys, right?
Yep.
So if you are a cute, skinny, like trans boy, is there a different word than twink for that?
I don't know if if a femboy considers themselves to be trans or not.
Femboy,
right? Do they?
Yeah, that's deep lore.
What about instead of twink, it's trink? Like trans, trink.
Just making stuff up, man. I'm sure there's like an Urban Dictionary article for all these.
Yeah, I was a little trink at 12 when I was a grandma for Halloween.
I had a face, you could say.
You probably
it was one night. Come on.
You probably be an otter, right, Bill?
What's an otter?
Not as hairy or as Big Bear.
Yeah, I'm not a bear. I'm not really a twink anymore because I'm kind of old and I'm a little bit hairy. Yeah, I'm probably an otter.
There you go, dude.
but I have to be gay to be an otter, right?
Yep.
Or can I be a straight otter?
You can be whatever you want, dude. All it takes to be gay is say you are. Because
you don't even have to look at.
You think there's a lot of people online that have like their sexual orientation in their bio that have never been in a relationship. So they're essentially LARPing as LGBT.
What does that buy them? Social cred?
Social cred, community, people defending you no matter what. But I think it's strange though, because if you've never had any sort of experience, are you that?
Yeah. Right.
If it's all in your head, it's basically the same thing, Right.
Because if it's like, you might really want pizza. Like you've never had pizza because you live in Africa, but you're like, everyone loves pizza.
I personality is about pizza.
But they've never had pizza, and then they have it for the first time, and they're like, oh, this shit sucks. It's the same thing as those people, maybe, who, right? Is that the analogy? Is that a fair analogy?
I think so. Okay, so this week, today's Wednesday. We're recording a day early because Bill's heading out to the mountains. So we're shooting a day early. We usually shoot on Thursdays, but that means tonight is going to be Hurricane Milton making landfall on in
Milton.
Tampa.
Yeah, who decides these names? That's a
they're all-
very non-threatening name, and this sounds like it's gonna like kill people.
I think they're all decided years out, man. World
It's like
Meteorological
the
Organization.
school nerd that
This-
you beat up and bully. Milton.
Milton.
The WMO. They got a whole list of names already here.
All right.
Yeah, I like all the conspiracies being talked about of weather generation.
I
And
saw
like,
that.
and then I started thinking about, man, we used to call it global warming, and now it's climate change.
Yeah,
Like,
that-
why
I think
did
they,
that
I think they
happen,
changed the
you know?
name because it's not just warming. It's like there's just there being more water doesn't mean that it's necessarily warmer or colder. What I'm thinking is like, why don't they come up with like a big program where they drop like gigantic ice cubes into the Atlantic, but also do a bunch of desalination at the same time to like make up for the extra water level. Like, why isn't that a thing that someone in like Spain's working on right now?
What is the ice cube gonna do? Cool it down?
Yeah, if you drop enough gigantic ice cubes, like AKA glaciers, into the water, it'll cool down the water.
Where are you gonna get a huge ice cube?
Make them. They used to make them in Boston and ship them out to Arizona in the 1800s, man.
Like a 4x4?
Oh, I'd say like a fucking 500 by 500.
A big ice cube. How you ship that thing?
You design special boats. Hey,
Oh, boat.
if a boat can handle King Kong fighting a Godzilla on it, then a boat can handle a giant ice cube.
So that is going to combat climate change? Is big
Well,
ice cube?
The idea is the hurricanes are stronger because the water in the Atlantic is warmer, so they
Okay.
absorb more moisture as their storm's going over, so there's more rainfall. Right, Science Dan?
I don't know.
Okay. All right, well, that's my understanding of it. So like the stuff's warmer. Like we can't make it colder unless you believe Marjorie Taylor Greene, who says we can control the weather, which I think is impressive. If we can control the weather, that's pretty good.
Doesn't it in Dubai it rains like a couple times a week because they cloud seed and they actually make it rain in Dubai?
How do you cloud
Like,
seed?
You can't talk about that.
I'm not sure, but they have manufactured weather where they know when it's going to rain because they make it rain.
That's cool. Is this just like
Hell
one
yeah,
city
dude.
though? Because like they only have like one big city there.
Yeah, I think it's Dubai.
Like Dubai's tiny.
Right.
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 Like it's different doing one city versus shooting a Category 3 to 5 hurricane at Tampa. Right?
Yeah, I think Dubai is the next America. Like America's on its way out and Dubai is on its way up.
I think Dubai is probably past its peak.
It is in
No.
the desert.
Like oil money.
They're building like a whole town that's just like one big wall.
The line or
all-
something.
It's all
the
based.
way.
It's all based off oil money, and eventually, like in 40, 50 years, oil is going to be not worth nearly as much as it is now.
But they are good since it's a desert, they can do all the solar panels and
Solar panels don't power your American car when they're solar panel and
soon though because of the electric cars, right?
Are you a pro solar panel now?
I am pro solar panel. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I'd like it on my house to be more self-sufficient
What about
and not
wind?
be relying on the, this huge, corporation that is society.
You're talking about coal mining?
No, solar panels.
No, you not to be relying on what?
Like the grid. Yeah, and like the supermarkets, like I need 100 chickens, a couple of cows, fruit trees. I need asparagus because that comes up every year. Berry bushes.
Are you watching like some sort of doomsday guide of like all the plants you need to make it? Like,
I've been thinking about this, and I think that's where my life's headed.
we talked about the slot buckets. Have you pre-ordered any slot buckets?
I'm gonna make my own.
Your own slot bucket.
I'm not reliant on the society to give me a slot bucket. I'll make my own slot bucket.
So you're like praying for the downfall of humanity, or like what do you need for that?
I'm
to happen?
preparing.
Almost like you want it to happen, though, right?
And see, this is how serious I'm getting. You can freeze dry chicken, and it retains 98% of its nutrient content, and it lasts for up to 26 years.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be freeze drying chicken, and when you guys, God forbid, the grid goes down and you can't get to Chick-fil-A.
How are you going to keep your chicken like good though?
So you freeze dry it and then you put it in the vacuum sealed packs.
Doesn't
and it's
it need to stay cold?
26 years. Huh?
Doesn't it need to stay cold?
No, you freeze dry it. It sucks all the moisture out of it and it retains 98% of it.
What does the word freeze mean in freeze dry?
Cold, but it doesn't stay cold. It just it pulls the moisture out. So, but if you were to like take a dryer, you know how like those little drying things that uses heat, those don't take out as much moisture as a freeze dryer.
Like vacuum sealing versus freeze drying is different.
Yeah, vacuum sealing just takes the air out from around the stuff, but freeze drying makes it so you have something that's wet and takes all the moisture out, but retains the nutritional value. So you have like dried chicken, and then you can freeze dry it so that you can't get outside like bacteria on it because it's contained, and then you can reconstitute. Yeah, it's essentially freeze dry. Yeah.
All right, great, dude. Is that better than just having a couple dozen chickens?
Well, if there's nuclear holocaust and you can't have chickens because there's no thing to eat, that's where I'm going to be busting out the freeze-dried chicken.
I mean, I think even if there's nuclear holocaust, like it's only going to be in like the east and west coast. Like they're not going to nuke the middle of the country, right?
That's fair. I don't really know how many nukes does it take to get like the whole thing where it's nuclear winter, where like the sky you can no longer get sunlight through, so it gets really cold. How many nukes does it take to get to
I think if they nuked the shit out of Chicago, it would affect us a lot. But if they nuked New York, DC, Florida, LA, it wouldn't really affect us here in Michigan.
They're nuking Michigan, so be prepared.
You think they're gonna nuke Detroit? Like, come on.
There's military bases, a lot of space kind of manufacturing.
I saw that they caught some Chinese U of M students sneaking onto one of those military bases up near Grayling.
That sounds suspicious.
Yeah, absolutely.
Couple of punk kids.
I don't know.
Like, were they just having fun, or is this covert ops? That's the question.
Here we go.
Chinese nationals. You called them kids. This sounds more serious.
Okay, someone who goes to the University of Michigan, I still think of them as a kid. Okay, Chinese nationals just means they have Chinese citizenship. Just at MSU, U of M had tons of Chinese students. They're all 5 were U of M students at the time. They weren't charged for the Camp Grayling in August 2023. They're accused of misleading investigators about the trip and conspiring to clear their phones of photos, according to the criminal complaint. So like they were charged with like hiding it, I think.
Well, I mean, what kind of photos could they get from the ground that they couldn't get from the sky, breaking onto some military installation?
I don't know, man.
Like, don't all the countries know where all the nuclear sites are? Like, those are all public.
I know that like they're not public. There's like a bunch in like the Netherlands, and they got exposed because like somebody took pictures and uploaded them to Facebook with like location data.
Ooh.
So like now whoever saw that Facebook post knows where that military base with America's nukes are. Like America's nukes aren't just in America, obviously. They're like all over the world.
Sure.
So yeah. But interesting. Anyways, Taylor Swift donated $5 million to Hurricane Milton Helene and Milton relief efforts. So
according to got enough to spare.
According to Donald Trump, she's doing more than Joe Biden is.
Right? Is that true?
No. No. But I think it's something. What's her name? Dolly Parton only did $2 million. So Taylor Swift.
But like, what are they donating it to, dude? That's where all the problems arise, just like the BLM shit.
So
where did that money go?
Dan, your take is don't donate because if you donate, it's bad anyway.
Well, they're saying they're donating, but it's it should be mentioned to whom or what to some degree. Just saying they donated money, it's like, all right, like.
I'm skeptical.
I'm very skeptical. All the nonprofits, dude.
She donated to Feeding America.
It's all the nonprofits.
She donated
to Feeding America.
Yep. So it's food. That seems legit to me.
This is what I think. Had I been better prepared, aka I don't need to work, I get an 18-wheeler or a caravan of 18-wheelers, and I drive around the United States to all the food banks, filling up the 18-wheelers, and then drive them to North Carolina. And so no extra money is needed. You just go from the stock of elsewhere and bring it in. Because, are they going to go buy stuff from the Campbell Soups from Walmart?
You just come up with the idea for having stockpiles of goods right now, man.
I
been thought of, Bill.
So they have the food banks. I need to go and let these food banks know that I need to take the food and take it to the people who are most in need. And that's the
they just believe
victims.
You as a citizen that you're going to be doing that with the food.
I'll have a polo that says Hurricane Relief Food Corporation.
That is logistics. You made up yourself. You're the only employee.
Unless I can convince a caravan, aka you guys, to also get 18-wheelers.
No, I'm self-employed. I don't have a CDL, dude. Do you have a CDL?
I mean, we can forge it. It's for the better of the victims.
But speaking of Hurricane Milton, some tornadoes are already hitting, huh? What's up with this? This sucks.
Yeah, there's hurricanes, or the hurricane must be bustling up some tornadoes. So, which it might be a good thing because it's kind of getting some of the damage out of the way.
Might be a good
ahead
thing.
of time.
Hit with 7 tornadoes ahead of time. What I saw as a big problem is there's a bunch of debris piles from the last hurricane still, and those are going to get flown around and cause some damage. So
that would suck ass.
These tornadoes
impaled by a piece of wood,
like a 2-foot stick. Man.
I mean, this is why living in Michigan and having winter every year is way better than
not that bad, man. That's why it's every year, dude. Every year we get that blizzard or whatever. Like everything's kind of slow for like 3 days. I like that.
Yeah, the whole world slows down, and it's also quiet. You go outside, and when the snow's insulating everything, it's very
flurries.
quiet.
The flurries are falling down, and the street lights are on.
It's beautiful.
And
then they're down there losing their roof.
Yeah, review bras get hit by this, man. Report of the week.
Yeah, winter is an important part of being a strong human. If you can't do winter, I mean, what can you do?
Survive.
I mean, it's like all right until you gotta be somewhere, and then it's a big problem because that's a huge bunch of danger going on.
It's sketch driving.
It's a big scare. Yeah. I'll get a bunch of pileups by me just because of the way all the wind blows over the freeways, dude. There's always pileups, and it's crazy.
Damn. Okay, so we initially, when we first started this podcast, we shared it with a community called furries, because they always respond, because furries live online and they crave interaction. So, Bill,
terminally online.
Bill, you posted this here.
Yeah, it's an article on jalopnik.com, which is an auto publication, and the article is about furry culture and cars. So it's a friendly faction of accepting outcasts. So I'm not sure why they can't show their face, but honestly, they're cuter with their furry gear anyway. And right. I wouldn't say more attractive.
Is this only in
weird,
Canada?
But I'm saying it's worldwide.
This car in the picture is Vancouver.
And I mean, that's a badass edit. If you're not watching and you're just listening, it's a Mercedes, and it's this sweet badass edit of this furry with a black Mercedes. I mean, what's cooler than that? He matches his Mercedes, his furry outfit.
This looks like a stock edit, dude. You put
Are there stock edits like that? It's badass.
Yeah. There's like, you can see the shopping cart edit.
What?
Shopping cart edit. Okay, I'm just gonna mute that. Look at this shit.
Oh, that's cool.
It's the same thing.
Oh, I've seen this so many times in different forms. Now I'm realizing, holy shit!
Wow,
this is like a cap. It's a default CapCut edit. It's like a TikTok app.
Oh, But I think what this is saying about the furries is that it's not all sexual, which I think that they've gotten a bad rap for. It's all this sexual cult, thing. It's not. They're afraid to just be their probably ugly selves.
Good. Yes, they should. All right. I think that's okay. Sometimes people need to not express themselves.
Is this expressing themselves, or is this expressing it's like they're in a dream state where they're somebody else, but they're acting it out in real life?
Live action role playing,
right?
Just like the last stuff we were talking about. People are just LARPers now.
They're pretty materialistic because they gotta have the headpiece. It's gotta be nice. A lot of them have a lot of cars and shit, and are doing pretty well. So I think that it ties in that gotta have the nice things if you're a furry.
So you gotta be pretty rich to be.
Otherwise, you're probably not showing it off and telling other people.
Are furries inherently well off because you can't actually afford a fursuit if you're poor?
That's what I'm saying. At least from what I've seen,
their minimum
conventions are
$700. Like a fursuit costs as much as a gaming PC.
Yeah.
Speaking of
they
gaming
don't really
PCs,
have kids, do they?
I don't think they're able to have children.
Yeah, they do.
Like physically, they don't have. They physically can't.
Dude, I think that if two furries are are being furries around their 2-year-olds, that kid should probably be taken away.
Call CPS on the furry parents.
Yeah. Yes.
Could you have dinner with a furry couple? You and yours.
I couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it?
I don't think I could do it.
I would do it for sure for at least once. I don't know if I could keep doing it because then it would feel weird.
It's like watching the entire hour and a half of a Ben Dubs video, dude.
What?
You can probably do it. I can't do it.
Why not?
I saw you commented on that
so
last
bad
one.
about it, man.
Yeah, I posted a food review on my channel that I've been posting on his vids on that channel for years, and he doesn't know it's me, but my face is on my channel right now, so if he clicks on my channel, he'll find out that it's me, or if he listens to this.
I just can't believe he uploaded this much, dude.
What? An hour and 12 minutes?
Yeah.
It's a live stream.
The whole thing.
Yeah, but why?
He's cooking.
Spend the night with Ben. Cooking in the middle of the night. It's pretty good.
I'm skipping around. He's not even talking.
Cooking ASMR, dude.
Have not heard a word yet.
Oh, at the beginning, he talked about how he was sick.
Dude, it's hard being, full entertainment mode the whole time, talking nonstop. Come on.
Right, and you don't have anybody to talk to. You're just literally alone, and you're talking into the camera.
It's such a different dynamic. Yeah.
I know it's not a good time. All right. So, but the furries, they're also doing operas now.
Yeah. See, this is just going into it's showing that this is boingboing.net.
What is boingboing.net, Bill?
It's a credible news source network. But this is just showing, the furries are doing operas. They're a serious theatrical group. They're not just sexual. It's not a sex cult. Being a furry, they're artists. They like cars. They're car enthusiasts. They're just like us, is what I'm saying. It's like little people. How it's like, or people with Down syndrome, like saying that that they aren't people.
No,
the furries are people. Just like us.
No. People with Down syndrome are people. People with Down syndrome are people. Furries are not people, and they say they're not people.
You're comparing disability.
Yeah, you can't compare Down syndrome to furries. Furries will straight up say that they are wolves. Look, that's
not a disability.
That's not human. You can't categorize them as human if they don't even want to be.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think we need to get the furries on The View and have some women interview the furries and get the real truth out of them.
I don't know what? How can you find a furry,
yeah.
dude? You can't get them to come outside.
Well, it'll be a Zoom interview.
I seen him at Walmart, dude. People wearing the headpiece.
No way.
Yeah.
His name is Chester Guru.
Oh, I hate this, dude. Is this German?
It's worldwide, dude.
It's Sweden. Yeah, dude, Sweden. I think life might be too. The number of furries like corresponds to how easy life is for that group. Because like if you are able to spend your time being a furry, it's because you can. You know,
right? North Korean furries.
Not a chance.
They're trying to scavenge for a rat or a mouse to eat dinner.
No furries there, dude. No furries there. Like furries might be like one of those like signs of the downfall of a society.
Sure.
Yeah. Like
that's brutal.
Dan,
you're talking like a hater out there.
I am a hater. I am absolutely a furry hater. Do you know any furries? Do you guys know furries?
Your coworker or your old coworker?
My old coworker like hung out with the furry. They weren't a furry.
I feel like Zach Densmore might be a furry.
Don't say his whole name.
Well, I think that he's kind of like Jeffree Star, where he'd probably want the clout.
You probably wouldn't be able to find him with his full name anyway.
Oh, yeah, it's a pseudonym.
Yeah.
But he was an OG they them.
Yes.
Before they them was before pronouns. He was a they them. They were a they them.
He's always a weird guy. I don't know if I'm friends with him on anything, so I don't know if I could find him. So
he scared me. He was creepy.
Yeah, dude. I don't think he was as bad as that one Corey kid.
Oh, he wore a robe? ICP kid?
Yeah.
The ICP kid. He wore a ICP robe to school every day.
Corey something, dude. Yeah, he'd always say like walking by him, he'd be like, "I'll suck your dick," like just stuff like that.
The power play, dude.
Yeah. Okay. I think I've told you guys we talked about in the pod. My favorite 1995 movie is Hackers, right? Starring Fisher Stevens.
I don't think you told us that.
Yes,
I've never seen it.
Yes, it. Anyways, Fisher Stevens, this guy right here, right? This guy, Fisher Stevens. You see this little crew here? This guy in the middle with this newspaper, and this lady who is blind, and in her hand here, she's holding a walking stick. But this little crew, they run a like a bar, right? And he's like, I'm pretty sure he's the bartender, or maybe she is, but she's blind. Anyways. The show is about a guy that gets a newspaper a day early, and he like uses to save lives. But the connection here is that he's just been pretty much cast as the next Green Lantern. Right? So I used to watch this show early edition in like the late 90s on PAX. Like PAX was what the channel Ion was called before it was Ion.
PAX, never heard of it.
Exactly, dude. It was like
PACKS or PAX?
PAX.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Ion Now. Ion Now is known for airing women's basketball and not getting any viewers. But Kyle Chandler is probably best known for being in the show Friday Night Lights, which I haven't seen, but he's like the coach of the team or whatever. But so they're going to be doing a Green Lantern with an old guy as Hal Jordan. Hal Jordan is the most famous Green Lantern. He's the one that Ryan Reynolds played in the movie.
There's different men who are Green Lantern.
Yeah, okay.
Just getting into the whole superhero thing, dude.
Right, the first original Green Lantern's Alan Scott, but I don't consider him like people probably wouldn't consider him a main Green Lantern because he's not like this. He's not like powered the same way.
Is that a character name? Alan Scott.
Alan Scott is the original Green Lantern from like the fucking 30s or whatever.
But that's
like movie or comic adaptation.
Comic. He's the original comic book Green Lantern's Alan Scott. Then there's the second one is this one, which is Hal Jordan, followed by I believe John Stewart, and which is the black one that is on the Justice League animated show, which you probably might have seen.
Like black as in African American.
Yeah, yes.
A black Green Lantern.
Are you serious right now?
The Green Black Lantern.
You never watched Justice League, dude?
The Black Green Lantern.
What is his powers? The Green Lantern, because that sounds like
shapes come out of his ring, and he like creates a hammer out of his ring, and he hits him with the hammer.
The color spectrum, each color has like an emotion attached to power. Like for example, the Green Lanterns use willpower, Yellow Lanterns use fear. The blue one,
different colors.
the blue ones,
lanterns.
Yeah, the blue ones use hope. The white ones are like life based. The black ones are death. There's like
why do we only know about the green one?
The green ones are like the cops. Because green loses to fear, or loses to yellow, but if you combine blue with green, it beats yellow. So like, there's a big storyline where like the Flash becomes a Blue Lantern. Anyways, Alan Scott, first Green Lantern, second Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, next Green Lantern, John Stewart, then early 90s Green Lantern, 80s Green Lantern, U of M football player, Guy Gardner, ginger guy. Then there's early 90s, he's an artist, he's like a painter, his name is Kyle Rayner. And then one of the most recent Green Lanterns is a guy from Dearborn named Simon Baz, who, yes, he's a Muslim. And that is the storyline. But the guy Jeff Johns, I think Jeff Johns is like half Lebanese, so he came up with the Muslim Green Lantern. This guy's a major comic book guy from Detroit.
He's half Lebanese.
Is he?
I can just tell by the way he looks. He's not full lab.
Speaking of the way people look, there was recently a Gays for Trump event. A Gays for Trump event. Let's watch this clip from the Gays for Trump event, where Trump asks if there are any gays for Trump.
Thank you very much. Where's gays for Trump? You don't look gay.
He said, "You don't look gay." Why?
You gotta riz the crowd, dude. He's flexing that riz, bro.
And we'll show one more Trump clip for the week here. This is on some Andrew Schultz podcast. Andrew Schultz isn't funny. He's a comedian, but he's not funny.
Damn.
This is him on the Andrew Schultz podcast.
I have a hard time doing it to them because I'm basically a truthful person, but frankly,
I gained some respect for Andrew Schultz for laughing in Trump's face when Trump said he's a truthful person.
I'm basically a truthful person.
That's insane for him to say. Anyways,
I think he meant like in my most basic form.
No,
I'm a truthful guy.
In his most basic form, he only lies.
Okay. Default.
It's the opposite.
Is Trump OG Sigma?
Is Trump OG Sigma?
I still don't know what Sigma means.
So it's like, so there's the Alpha who has like the pack, and they're like the Giga Chad, and then there's the Sigma who's kind of a Chad, but he's a lone Chad, and he doesn't really have followers, does his own thing.
No, dude, I think Trump is like low enough IQ to think wrestling's real.
That's not Sigma.
No, that's just an idiot. Okay, but anyways, here's this video of this hippo eating a pumpkin for Halloween.
Wow. That was Moodonk, dude.
Is this dude? Moodang's getting big. Like, what's the line here between?
I thought it was
baby,
a little baby
hippo?
one. This is probably different.
No, this is oh, that's a bear. That's one of those
sun bear.
Sun bear, yeah. Is it cool how bears have these weird patterns on their chest?
It's like a skunk.
This bear looks like a dog. What's up with that? An orangutan? Orangutans are part of the great ape family. And
is it baboons that have like the purple butts that are like really scaly and gross?
Yeah, what's up
looking?
with that? Are they just swollen, or is that like I don't know.
We should pull up a picture of a.
Chimp's got some weird shit going on too, and gorillas.
Chimp's got weird.
The baboons is severe, yeah.
Chimps aren't part of the great apes though, so like.
Dude, we looked up chimp ass the one time. I don't know if it was live on the pod, but it's like out, dude. Their ass is like out.
Yeah. Permanent prolapse.
I don't know if it's okay to show this.
Do the one on the top right, maybe.
This one's got some problems here.
Ooh.
I don't want to show this.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's educational. Come on.
They got some problems here.
We're looking at baboon butts.
There we go. Well, let's use a cartoon version here.
Like Ren and Stimpy, the devil guy, right?
There we go.
There's like.
This is an artist rendition.
Yeah, pull up Ren and Stimpy.
Which one? Ren or Stimpy? Ren.
I mean, he's kind of got the same things going on. The devil guy, she's showing it off, and
it's like this kind of like when they like zoom in and go super detailed.
I love that.
Yeah, I got
the show that was too raw. And
got
they
my
had
dog.
to stop
both of
everyone
these.
from making that shit.
It wasn't too raw, dude. Animated shows only get a few seasons.
I mean, what about Cat Dog?
What about dude? Ren and Stimpy got 5 seasons. That's plenty for an animated show, Dan. Yeah,
7.5 out of 10.
People don't want their kids watching that shit. Is what I'm saying.
Who?
At the time, the kids that were watching it, parents weren't.
I was watching
too
it.
Thrilled about it, Brian.
I watched this, man. To me, Ren and Stimpy is no worse than Rocko's Modern Life, which I think every kid should watch Rocko's Modern Life. Like, that's a show.
I'm saying, like, at one time, cartoons were, like, more for adults, or
Not
like
these
older
ones.
kids. And now it's, like, they're getting way down there. But we're bringing it back, anime. Shit.
Anime, man.
Are you guys anime weebs?
Dan is.
Are you a weeb?
Yeah, I can't even think about the shows I've watched.
Have you or have you not cosplayed as a Persona character? That's the answer, whether or not you're a weeb.
Oh, yeah, I was the Joker, bro.
See,
I went to 2 conventions. That's where I saw the furries. Yeah.
Yes. Dude, you're
That was
tapped in.
pretty sweet.
This is who he's talking about.
I was that guy, and then I just wore a suit and said I was that guy. And then I...
You didn't wear the mask?
No.
This dude looks
I
like...
was just like that.
He looks like Tuxedo
like the other
Mask from
picture.
Sailor Moon.
And then I was like a Attack on Titan guy, so... It was like minimal effort. You just show up, fit.
Would you say your outfit was actually closer to Tuxedo Mask than it was to Joker?
No, I was like that other... Just a suit.
Tuxedo Mask. I think Tuxedo Mask is the coolest character. If you ever actually... I used to watch a little bit of Sailor Moon because it was on before Dragon Ball Z with my aunt, right? So she liked Sailor Moon. But, like, if you're actually watching Sailor Moon, this dude, he just saves her over and over again. It's like the opposite of, like, a feminism show. She gets saved by the male superhero when she's got, like, 6 of her own superheroes. She's, like, got her own Power Ranger squad. And they get saved by Tuxedo Mask over and over again. And all he does is, like, throw roses at people.
That's hot. Sounds like TF, kind of.
Yeah, Twisted Fate.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Madras Blood Razor, dude. Straight attack speed at Twisted Fate, man. Horrible
thing.
That's how I played him back in 2009.
Dan, when you went to the anime convention, did any weebs swoon over you? They're like, oh my god.
People wanted my signature, and I was like,
what?
I'm, like, or they wanted pictures and be like, can you sign it? And I'm just,
like you're a pro.
A lot of people want pictures, and it's like, why? But they like seeing their character. They like seeing how people do it. I personally hated Persona games, so I just kind of went as like a LOL.
What is a Persona game like?
I kind of like Attack on Titan.
Persona's like Final Fantasy in a high school, right?
Turn-based RPG. Yeah, it's insane. The menus and all that are very colorful and crazy.
I saw something saying like the game developer doesn't like making the menus for the game
because they're very dynamic. Like the camera's always like shifting over here, and then it's like the way it looks is just insane. And when you're playing it, dude, it feels very different. It seems very good, probably, but
it's pretty cool.
just
looks like I gotta say this reminds me of Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, same vibe for sure. Yeah. So I don't even know much about Scott Pilgrim, but
this is anime Scott Pilgrim.
Who is the dude that played Scott Pilgrim in the live action?
Michael Cera.
What's his name? Michael Cera, dude.
He's right there the whole time.
He just had his moment in the sun and dipped.
He's true, dude. He's been in tons of stuff. He's
still
did you see the Michael Cera V ad?
I think he's got a the CeraVe ad. Yeah, I think he's got a mustache now, right?
Yeah, Michael CeraVe, dude. He doesn't even need money.
Michael CeraVe, holy crap, dude! What a boss!
It's him in an actual store
with CeraVe. He's signing the CeraVe.
Here, guys, stay moisturized. Come on, dude, it's good for you.
Were you? I think we were both around 17 when Superbad came out.
Yeah, that was.
We're about the age of Michael Cera.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a guy, man. Look at him just walking around. What's a lot of CeraVe, dude.
What's he doing with all that?
Moisturize. He's moisturizing, man. Look at
where he's moisturizing them boys.
Handing it out of the street. I just love how he's always looking off.
You put this white cream on your body.
Oh man, yeah, I think Michael Cera's great though. He's been in a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know if he's still doing stuff.
I thought he was in like a TV show or something.
Arrested Development.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was 14.
And then Juno.
Juno was 2007.
That was a big one.
That was big in middle school, dude. Holy.
All the girls.
Wait. Time out. Superbad came out before Juno?
Same year.
Yeah, but what?
August 17th. Yeah.
September. Yeah.
Wow.
Within
same
2
year,
weeks.
like,
2 weeks.
Wow.
Man.
He was in 2 huge movies.
He blew up right there, dude.
Polly Bleeker.
I also saw Year One. I saw this in theaters, dude.
Somebody said that movie sucked.
Oh, it did. Yeah, it was him and
maybe
Jack.
it was you.
Yeah, it was him and Jack Black, as if it was Year One. Youth and Revolt. I watched that. That's not too good. God, what else? Sausage Party. He's in Sausage Party as like one of the little guys.
There's a movie called Bitch.
Yeah, it's a short film. Yeah, he was, look at this little era here in 2013 2015. He was just doing short films. There was this one where he was in a wheelchair and he just kept peeing on himself, and the girl wouldn't date him because he smelled like piss. That was the whole thing.
Nice.
Dude, one of my old classmates, I went to like elementary, middle school, high school. He was notorious for just smelling like urine.
Ooh.
Crazy though.
Human
Crazy.
pee?
I mean, it was like ammonia, you know.
Ooh.
I just couldn't understand. How could you be bullied for all that time and not, switch it up, change your life around, stop being that kind of guy?
Ooh.
Maybe it's like the way he sweat, but it's something had been going on.
My guess is
Still wonder what happened to that dude.
He had dirty clothes piles at his house, and his animals would pee on it, and then
that's how I figured.
The clothes never really get clean, and just he has piss clothes because they probably have little dogs that they're allowed to poop and pee inside. Was the parents' idea, that was.
How do you clean cat pee though? Like you got to use like enzyme spray, and it just never really works.
Dan might know better than me. My cat luckily has never peed outside the litter box yet.
Ever.
Yeah, I had
never
the one I took out of the garbage. I was like trying to get him neutered. Well, we gotta wait a month, and I was like, well, yeah. How old is he? And is he gonna spray soon? Probably not. And then, sure enough, he starts spraying.
Ooh.
Yeah, they had to use like the Nature Miracle enzyme shit.
What is is that a male cat thing?
Yeah, they're just like marking their territory. Pretty crazy though, but it wasn't ultimately that bad. He only did it in a couple spots, and it wasn't honestly that insane. But he did it. It's infuriating, but can't help it. He's just trying to get what's his. Mark his own.
And he got fixed and doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah, that was like a worry too. Is if they are too old, and then you get them neutered, they still have that physical tendency and habit of continuing that behavior. But he's a learned man. He doesn't do it no more.
He's getting old.
Yeah, dude. One time he had to go to the emergency room and get all the Ruvite crystals out of his urinary bladder, and cost me a little penny. But
was it hypersonic, or how did they dissolve the crystals in his bladder?
I think they just like sucked them all out.
Oh,
they probably broke it up with like some solution they would give him, and then just sucked it out. So
whoa.
But he hasn't had that issue since. I think it was just because of the they say it's because of stress, but also like water quality, and where I'm at, I'm like, yep, makes sense. So since then, I've been always just giving him filtered water, and he's on a different food too, so it's like more acidic based pH, so it helps reduce that potential for those crystals to form. And
you do dry food,
a healthy guy. Dry, because it's just too much with wet, and like half of my cats don't even like that shit. I've tried a bunch and they still don't like it. So, but it would hydrate them better. And they said that's like a big help, giving them the wet food. But
I feel like our cats won't eat anything but the wet food. The dry food's there, but they don't give a shit.
Yeah, the dry food's unnatural. I mean, just like us, we're supposed to just get all of our hydration through the foods we eat. We don't really necessarily need to be drinking outside of eating, but
What? You're saying you only need to drink when you eat?
no, I'm saying the foods you eat should be keeping you hydrated enough.
What if you're eating beef jerky? What if
you're eating dehydrated foods?
What if you
it's probably not the best for you.
A Slim Jim?
Like
get nice oils, yeah.
Cats in the wild, they get most of their moisture through eating meat, so they don't naturally drink water. They get all their hydration through meat. I'm almost
no
positive
way.
on this.
You're like, no fucking way, dude.
He's Googling it.
That's why we're supposed to eat raw meat and stuff, because it's better.
4 ounces of water per 5 pounds of lean body weight per day. 10-pound cat should drink 1 cup of water a day.
This is like domesticated weirdness. Like wild cats.
I don't think you can do a study on a wild cat, Bill.
Type in, do wild cats drink water?
Water can be hard to find, so big cats have evolved to get most of the water from their prey. Yeah. Okay. Like bobcats and lynx.
And house cats. Did you know that house cats kill like billions of birds a year? They're the number one cause of death for birds in the world.
Yeah, it's a problem, man. But you don't
kill a lot.
Don't let them outside, dude. I don't know if my cat would ever come back in. You know?
They get hit by cars. Don't let your cats outside.
I have thankfully never seen that, but I have seen plenty of cats outside.
Like coyotes will eat them, and big birds will eat them, and they'll get hit by cars and get fleas. And
you guys have coyotes over there?
I've heard them.
For real? Like that's. Ugh.
Yeah, I had a daydream the other day that I had a chicken farm, like I was saying, and that I have night
manifesting.
vision, and I know that if I got chickens, the coyotes are going to come, and I'm going to be posted up with night vision and just popping coyotes in the night.
I found out via a Facebook post that my dad posted. We had like 50 chickens on a farm in the mid '90s in an apple orchard.
Your family, your mom and dad?
Yeah.
What happened to that? It sounds nice.
It was it was like West Delta Mills, you know, where like Waverly and Delta Mills.
Right.
Like a little bit, if you go a little bit west of Delta Mills, yeah, it was right there.
So
I don't remember. That's what I'm saying. I remember going there when I was like 5 and getting.
Your dad like bought the property and had?
No, it was through my dad like helped, but it was mostly through my Asian grandma.
Oh, they had how many chickens?
He said 50 something.
50 chickens.
But I remember what chicken biting my finger through a fence.
Oh yeah.
I remember being there. I don't remember like where it is or anything. I'm pretty sure I could probably find it real quick.
Yeah, I think when you like kill a chicken and you have to eat it and getting the feathers out, you get like a bucket of water, and that helps with getting the feathers off. I'm not exactly sure why, because maybe they fluff everywhere and it's a pain in the ass.
You're supposed to
dunk them.
they use like boiling water almost. Like really, really hot water.
So maybe like a hard-boiled egg kind of. How you get the shell off.
You just burn the feathers off. That's how you do it.
Delta River, and okay. Where is this farm? I don't know. It was some sort of.
Oh, dude! You know what I watched in the last week was freaking Gran Torino.
What you think?
I watched Gran Torino. I didn't realize that was about the Hmong, dude.
The girl.
There's a shaman in there.
Yeah.
Your cousin's in the show?
The girl is my cousin. We talked about this on the pod. Yes.
Sue? She gets raped in there.
Yes, man. We talked.
You've seen her in real life?
I grew up with her.
Was she at the family reunion I went to?
No. She's on the other side of the family. Like that was like the family reunion you went to was like my grandma's side. She was like on my she was my grandma's brother's daughter.
Holy crap, Sue?
Her name's Whitney, but
oh. What about the boy?
The boy, I think his name was B, right? B Vang. But we talked about this. They they went to like a Minnesota soccer tournament and saw the casting call.
What? They needed Hmong people for the show. It
was a Hmong movie
with Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, that's the best part, dude.
Director.
I told you, I grew up watching all these Clint Eastwood movies, and Clint Eastwood is the one to make the Hmong movie. It was awesome.
And I thought that was interesting. It was in Detroit, and
it's Highland Park. It's like a Detroit suburb that's super ghetto.
But why they wanted it to be the Hmong subculture to be represented in Detroit, like the hood, like
that's where they are in real life.
The Hmongs. There's a bunch of Hmongs down there.
The movie's real, man. like that. Yeah,
based on true events.
The names aren't real, but like, yeah, the gangbangers and all that shit. My Uncle John, we looked up his criminal record. He's one of them type of dudes.
Oh, like they try and steal the young men and bring them into the gangs because the girls go. This is what I learned from the movie. The girls go to college and the boys go to prison.
Yes, that's Hmong culture, dude.
They're both institutionalized in different ways.
Dude, you got out, dude. You could have been.
I'm not super Hmong, dude.
You're half.
I was always going to college. Like that was. I mean, I feel like I shouldn't have, but I was always gonna go.
We were in that spot where we kind of knew that college wasn't worth it, but we still had to go.
I went to Olympic Broil today.
Why were you in Lansing?
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna go too into detail on this, but I went to my brother's house to fix his computer because like his processor was running at a solid 90 degrees Celsius permanently.
And that's hot.
Yeah, and like like I take the thing open and like there's so much dust in it that you can't even see like the stainless steel of the heatsink under the fan. It's just like dark orange dust. So I used a bunch of Q-tips to clean it out. I put some more thermal paste, like redid his thermal paste. Gave him another SSD. I closed his computer. So like the dust, his power supply completely caked in dust. The fan in the back completely caked in dust, but I cleared them all out, so it should be working now. And I gave him a new headset because he had this
Christmas.
He had this thing where like anytime he turned it, he had a wireless headset, right? But the battery's dead, so it only works when it's plugged in. It's a wireless headset that needs to be plugged in. Okay, so I replaced that, and yeah, try to give him more stuff. Oh, I gave him a pillow as well.
What about the old mic, dude?
The what?
The old mic.
What old mic? Oh no, he doesn't care about that.
Yeah, doesn't need it.
He's got a headset mic. He's not. Yeah.
Did you take him to Olympic Broiled, or did you go
by
yourself?
I wanted to, but he said he had to do laundry, so he brings his laundry to my mom's.
Oh. How's your old car running?
I did get to see it. I parked right next to it, and it's always weird seeing that old car. But it's still going.
Did you move your license plate from that car to your new car?
Oh, dude, my license plate. Right
yes, the vanity plate.
Relic, dude.
That's right up here.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I don't have it on the car anymore.
Yeah, Pete Eves did not want us to come to his house. He made it known in the Discord after he heard last week's episode. You guys, he did not want us to come over.
It's like that episode of The Simpsons where the groundskeeper like lives in squalor, doesn't want anyone to see his home. He just has like a single table in the middle of the room, and that's it. Yeah.
So is it like he's got his bed and then his gamer set up in the bedroom?
It's just one room. He has a room.
Like the house is one room?
It's like a 6 or 7 room house.
And he's got his gamer
studio
set up.
house, dude.
He rents a room in like a house with like 6 or 7 rooms in it.
Did you pee at the house?
Yes, I did.
How was that?
It was better than it used to be. Like they redid the floors.
What's the mix of girls to guys?
There's no girls.
Oh, it's all guys.
It's a bunch of dudes that are just getting through life, man.
Are they white?
I think he paid. I saw one guy and he was white, but he pays $350 a month, and he's living the dream.
Yeah, that's unheard of rent these days. $350 a month.
Used to be $300. Dude. That's a big increase.
That is.
Yeah, but yeah, he doesn't have to pay crap. He pays $20 a month for internet. That's all he needs, man.
Oh, what'd you get from Olympic Broil?
I got a humdinger, which I don't know, it's like a Whopper, I guess.
No, a humdinger's got chili on it, right? Oh, that's the Olympic.
I got a humdinger.
Okay, that's the lettuce, tomato, just a standard burger.
It's like a Whopper, yeah.
You didn't get the olive?
I got Lucy the olive, and she didn't like it.
Oh,
because like
the
olives were like too big.
Dang.
Like usually, like aren't they usually like shredded? They're like full out. Like I guess they're like maybe thirds of olives on there. I thought it was interesting how the cheese is on the bottom.
The single olive the ratio can be a little bit off. The double olive, you have a really good ratio of meat to olive sauce at the Olympic Broil. It's a lot of food when you get the double, but that's a better ratio.
I just wanted to go because every time I go to Lansing, it's Sunday and they're closed. So
yeah. Did you guys get the onion rings?
I got onion rings. It was just me. I just went there after Paul's because Paul lives right by it. So.
Yeah, the Olympic Broil, it's like a fast food spot. It used to be you couldn't even do the drive-through, but then COVID forced them to do the drive-through.
Yeah, it didn't used to have a drive-through, right?
It didn't, yeah. Well,
they always had the window. They didn't use it.
It was capable to have a drive-through.
Yeah.
But it's like the OG hood spot where like the people behind the counter have hand tattoos and they're like fingernails that are way too long, and a lot of girls work there. Like
I used to always go there because they hired all the Hmong girls, like the people I knew. They like hired like relatives. So, it's like supporting a business that employed my family.
And then it's right on the river, and then there's always a gaggle. Is it a gaggle of ducks? You feed the ducks. There's like 100 ducks out there that you feed.
I didn't see.
And then there's like bikes that are thrown into the river because people steal the bikes and then throw them in the river.
It's essentially a Grand Coney, right? Pretty much. It's like a Greek Grand Coney.
Which a Grand Coney is a Michigan thing. So if anyone's not from Michigan,
I thought isn't there one in like New York, like a Coney Island?
Grand Coney.
Yeah, what's a Grand Coney?
That's the name of the one that's in Grand Rapids, I think.
Oh, so there's Coney Island, which they do like gyros and like chili dogs, and what else does Coney's do?
They used to, from my experience, be known for staying open 24 hours, but since COVID,
this one I think
not
still
the
is
same.
Yeah, the one in Grand Rapids is still 24 hours.
Holy shit, they get enough business for it.
It's like the spot you'd go after like a concert or something, Like
so like the Waffle House of Michigan.
Yeah.
I mean, IHOP exists in Michigan.
Dude, we don't talk about IHOP, man.
IHOP's lame. They try to be the burger house, right?
I don't know, man.
House of pancakes.
I've been to IHOP in like 5 years.
Every time I went. Oh no, the last time I went, I didn't get sick, so that was nice. It's because I had breakfast. Yeah, I mean, I would get like a chicken sandwich. Fucking rocked my world, dude. Never again.
Just bad chicken.
That was when I had some raw chicken, So go figure.
Raw chicken, dude. They eat raw chicken like just on the reg in Japan, like how they eat raw fish.
Yeah, if it's fresh, it's not a problem, but
they actually clean their stuff over there. So,
wonder what that tastes like.
It's probably
doesn't
not
sound good. Raw chicken smells weird.
The texture on it's got to be crazy.
Eric Surf 6.
Eating raw chicken?
Yeah, it's like sashimi. It's like the same thing as eating raw fish.
Dang.
I wouldn't do it.
I remember when I was in the Netherlands, they had these tubes of raw beef, and I wanted to eat it because I wanted to be adventurous and eat like whatever the local cuisine was, and I carried around this it was filet American is what it was called.
Why do they call it American?
I don't know, but I carried around this tube of raw beef in my pocket for like a couple days, and then I put it in the trash because I just couldn't bring myself to eat No, do filet American. Type in a filet American.
This is
it's like tartar on the go.
It's beef tartar. Yeah.
This looks gross.
Is it just plain, or do they like season the raw beef?
This looks like the inside of a hot dog, dude.
I'm sure it's seasonings, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. I felt so bad too. I hid it in the trash underneath some stuff so nobody saw that I threw away the tube of raw beef.
It's slow cooked in your pocket.
Dude,
it looks like they just smashed and spread out some Vienna sausages.
Dude, when I was in the Netherlands, I rented a car. And a couple crazy things happened, but one thing, we were driving around the countryside, and I was trying to follow the GPS, and like took down this. We were like out in the country somewhere, and I went down this road, and I ended up like in somebody's farm, and there was just a dead cow, super bloated, like on its side, just like all big. And it was like in this guy's farm, and I just like turned around in his farm because it wasn't a road anymore. It was like at his house, and there's just a dead cow laying there. It's weird because we have a lot of cows in Michigan, but I don't see dead cows. I've never seen a dead cow.
Never.
So that I just happened upon a dead cow in the Netherlands was odd.
You know, there's a fake dead zebra at the zoo in Battle Creek.
What's
honor of one of the
what's the story there?
Residents.
I don't know the story. I just remember when I went there, you can see it.
Dude, Boulder Ridge Zoo zebra.
That's so wild, dude.
Okay, let's see if I can find it.
A dead zebra?
Yeah.
Is it it's like a statue of a dead zebra?
Is this the right one? Wait, no, this is the Alto. What's the zoo called in Battle Creek? Anybody?
I don't like zoos.
Can't think of it right now.
Binder Park. Okay.
Binder Park, because it's like binder, ball. I can't keep them straight.
Where the hell is the actual? It's so small.
Yeah, zoos are weird. I wish they had better food. I feel like they always have just shitty boiled hot dogs, and that's it.
I'm just trying to
It's like you can drink beer and chill, and then probably not eat anything good. Yeah.
Oh, they got beer at the zoo? It makes me want to go.
Yeah, John Ball.
Oh, they got beer there?
Yeah. I was
Damn.
sipping Oberons, watching.
Dude, John Ball's got
animals
everything.
out there. They had like Lego setup of maybe it's just like at that time, but they had like Lego and like real animal size Legos of them. So that was cool.
Mm.
Kids would steal Legos off of it. That was funny.
They do a lot of theme nights at John Ball. They have like a Harry Potter night. They got nights where they do like glowy bugs. I think they might even have a Star Wars night. But they had this problem there where they accidentally electrocuted all the manta rays.
Ooh.
Like 24 of them died. Someone accidentally electrocuted all the manta rays.
So, how does this work? Okay, back to the hurricane real quick. When somebody's house gets flooded and the power is on, when they go in the water, how do they not get electrocuted? How does that work?
I think electricity. This is a question for Ed, dude.
Isn't it like a closed circuit versus open circuit?
You have to like close the circuit.
But you have to have like improper wiring for it to actually probably pass through the water. But
so maybe it's grounded.
Not an electrician. I feel like it's very common for people to try to do their own electric paneling and then fuck it up somehow. And
I'm just thinking like when your house is flooded like 3 feet and it's like covering.
Okay, it doesn't electrocute you because like there's not enough stuff in the water to complete the loop, to complete the circuit. It's like it uses like the salts and the ions in the water.
Oh,
it's not if there's not like a solid line of copper in there or something, it's not going to keep jumping to the next
dissipates.
part.
Huh. The more you know.
But if there's a down power line outside your house and there's a wire that's just splashing into a puddle, maybe don't step in the puddle.
Okay.
That'll
you ever pee on a electric fence?
Never. That's why would you?
Because it's fun. You ever touch an electric fence?
No.
Yeah, it's not great because it zaps you.
That makes sense.
I was a young boy, and as young boys do, I was at the cow farm, and you take a corn, and then you hold the corn on the one side of the electric fence, and they take their tongue and they lick the electric fence. Yeah, that's mean, but I was a young boy, and that's what young boys do.
It's like licking a 9-volt.
Yeah.
Bad idea.
Yeah, that was me being mean to cows.
Oh, there's a lot of cows.
There are
a lot of cows.
Why do the Indians revere the cow?
The
Hindus?
Something to do with the religion, man.
But like, why a cow?
Robin.
Represents Mother Earth. Milk nourishes all creatures.
Yeah, but you can get milk from a mouse.
Yeah. Okay, we talked about this. You can't get a lot of milk from a mouse, man.
You can milk a mouse,
I'd like to see you do it,
dude. You can milk a house cat.
How long do mice even like lactate? Do they do that? Like, how long are the mice even babies?
You Google it, dude. Look up mouse feeding babies.
Can't believe it.
1 to 16 days.
All right, we need a pic. I want to get a pic of this because I can picture a pig. Aw, looks just like a pig.
There you go. They're milking. They're milking.
They're milking a mouse.
They're milking the mouse, dude.
Dude, imagine mouse yogurt, mouse
no,
cheese.
Let's not. Let's not. All right, this has been episode 26 of the Drag and Drop podcast. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Share this with your friends. Post it in a Discord. Post it in a Discord that will get you kicked out. And let us know you got kicked out, and I'll reach out to the guy.
$5 if you can prove you got kicked out of a Discord for sharing the pod. I will give you $5 in the mail with a check. I don't do Cash App or any of this weird stuff. I'll send you a check in the mail. I'm serious.
Isn't a check like way less secure because like the routing number and your bank account number is in the bottom of a check?
That makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, maybe
Checks
not
in
a
the
check.
mail safe though, dude. Come on.
Venmo. We'll Venmo you $5. That's safe.
Or just original, $5 bill.
I don't
That'd
think
probably do the job.
checks aren't safe at all. Like,
That's fair. That's fair.
Got your whole name on there. Your
In the mail,
sometimes.
people got to have a bank to cash it in. That's one form of security right there.
Venmo it is. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Have a good hurricane.
Yes, survive.
I hope everyone's okay.